Welcome everybody to Iowa Speedway for the 13th race of the AIRL season, the last race of the regular season championship. This is the last time anyone can get into the chase, the last time anyone can really set their spot. A lot to talk about in this little pre-race show here in Iowa. Very excited. This was a great race in the preseason test, well, not test, but the preseason sessions, tryout sessions, whatever you wanted to call them. It was a great race, and well, our little thing there kind of reset. But yeah, definitely a lot to talk about, and we thank you for joining us here on Team Men Sports. Again, unable to stream MRL last week. I apologize. Whoa, there I am. We're here in Victory Lane just to kind of talk about what's going on. Practice is also going on behind me, so a couple more minutes until they get started. I think they got about 10 minutes until they officially start qualifying. I know what I'm talking about. But again, last race of the regular season. It's race number 13. 140 laps tonight. And the cut line's looking kind of... There's a lot of different battles all over the place. Let's go and pull up our point standings right now. As you can see here, we've circled kind of the important areas. Excuse me, Saturn will not be able to make it. Coma might retake the points lead. So only 15 points, very possible. But we'll see what Coma can do. 15 points. Again, Saturn not able to make it, unfortunately. Top and TCT. Only a handful of points between those two. TCT looking to take third place in the point standings, making S-Rank Motorsports 1, 2, and 3 on the end of the regular season. Pink is also not out of the question between Pink and TCT. It's a little bit of a bigger gap, but anything is possible here on this last race. Otherwise, Pink's got a pretty good gap to Krieger, but Krieger doesn't have a big gap to Bede. Look at that, only 2 points between Bede and Krieger. That's going to be a big deciding factor on if Bede can, get a better, I don't know what they're called, what AIRL calls them, maybe seeds, or I don't know. Like, this is a better spot going into the chase. Krieger making sure he wants to keep that as high as a spot as he can. Also looking for a win. And then right on the cut line, Saints and Avento. We talked about this last week with Avento, and it's close. It is a 4-point difference between Avento and Saints. Saints right now are pulling really fast times. I have not seen Avento's times yet, but I have to imagine they are at least half decent. But again, I would be worried if I'm Avento. You need a good finish. You need 4 more points than your teammate. Otherwise, for 2 seasons in a row, this will be Avento's getting knocked out. We saw last season that he was a great driver. He won. I believe he won a couple of races after the chase started last season. But Avento, he's fast. He just needs 4 points to get into this thing. Otherwise, Saints only got 4 points of a buffer to stay in. So very, very interesting point standings here. Everyone else beyond Avento is not even mathematically able to get into the chase against CH-Man, leaving the server. So, excuse me, that moves Dark up to 10th, but he's at 107 points. He's way out of even being in contention. So, there isn't too much competition for Avento to really worry about. It's just Saints, and Avento's not going to be able to get Bede out of the championship scope here, but gotta be really careful. But let's take a look at our top 4. Here's a comparison of the top 4. Excuse me, we're just trying to get a couple things fixed here, but as we look at the top 4, Saturn right now, again, not going to be able to make it, but what an impressive season. 3 wins, 10 top 5s. It's only twice this season has he finished outside of the top 5. Coma, kind of coming out of a winless streak. He didn't get the win at Indianapolis. That would go to TCT, and we'll talk more about him in a minute. But, getting 2nd place, he's right now sitting in only 15 points back. So most likely going to take the lead here, finishing out the season, and still has an impressive report card here. 12 starts, 8 top 5s, and 2 wins. Top has been a little bit quiet this season, has 1 win, 7 top 5s, and 11 starts. But it's been really consistent and really fast throughout the time. If not in the top 5, most likely 6th or maybe 7th. So top looking really good this season. And then TCT got the win at Indianapolis. It was the first win since Daytona, so it was a long winless streak. And really, this is what is interesting to me the most, is only 4 top 5s. TCT has not done really a great job being in the top 5 this season. It's mostly been finishing kind of towards the rear, but those 2 wins, that shows you how important wins were this season. Wins will get you up. I mean, right now the lowest person in points with a win is Jackson, who just got promoted the full time. Otherwise, it would be CH Fan, which is out, and then Avento in 9th. Like, a win is just a huge thing for these points, and TCT's got 2 of them. I guess that's kind of what matters here in the end. We still got some practice going on, so let's see if we can try to bring up practice. Here we go. Right now, a tie between Coma and Jackson for fastest time, and then a tie between TCT and someone else. I'm not sure who that is. But another 5 minutes of practice left. And it just shows you how close these points are. Let's bring up a fun graphic here, and it'll also show you the time left on the clock. Oh, looks like TCT just got a faster lap than Carfan 007. But these are the point standings as they were before the race starts. This will not be updating throughout the race. That's I gotta realize how small of a production this is. But, you know, this is based off of the cut line. Eventos it's actually marked down to 6 points. I said 4 points. I guess I meant 6, unless I just read it wrong. Let me go and double check, because I think I might have read it wrong. Oh no, it is 4 points. So that is incorrect on that. It should be 4 points between Saints and Avento. That's going to be the only thing that's wrong on there. Everything else is correct. But, you know, Krieger and Bede not locked into the chase, but, I mean, who's going to knock them out? Avento? It'd be impossible, almost, for drivers, anyone else to get knocked out but Saints. Bede, you know, Bede could get knocked out if he doesn't show up. We're not sure on if Bede will or will not show up, but, you know, best case scenario for Avento, Bede doesn't show up and his driver and him get into the chase. But, again, it's only 4 points. Again, that's not quite correct on there. It should be 4. Yeah, we got another 3.5 minutes of practice. Right now, Saints with the fastest time. Coma and Jackson tied a 10th lower. Alpha's putting some laps down, got a 23.6. And then you got Avento right now sitting back in 5th on the board. And these are fastest laps. Right now following along with Dark. See, I believe that's Blaze there, and that might be who Carfan is. Let me try to see. No, Blaze is Blaze. All right, Blaze is Blaze. Oh, this is Blaze. Who is that? Let's go through the list here. We got Pink driving the Sharpie car. Dark, the 29. Izu in the 10. Oh, Jackson. That's who it was. Okay, so Jackson's in this car. I'm so used to the one that Avento made. You know, kind of a little interesting story with Jackson. Because of CHN leaving, Jackson promoted up the full time, but kind of late in the season. Right now, Jackson's sitting 12th in points. You know, it's had a good season. 4 starts, 1 win, and 3 top 5s. So really good stat sheet for Jackson with, oh wow, Blaze putting up a good number, 23.617. Puts Blaze second on the board for practice. Only 2 minutes left in practice. But, you know, Jackson very, very fast. It's just time constraints was the real reason that Jackson was even part-time to begin with. But that's just how it has to be, I guess. Krieger, we talked a lot about Krieger and how you wanted to get the win here. Currently, not putting up the fastest laps. Fastest since the time started was a 23.846, and it looks to just kind of park it here and left the game. Oh, Coma top of the board, a 23.579. What a blazing lap there by Coma. Again, looking to end the winless streak. Should have gotten it done at Indianapolis, which we might actually go and take a look back on, because, it was such a controversial call there at the end of the race. And, I still don't quite understand it. Same thing kind of happened in MRL at whatever. And there you go. That's a 60-second warning. And so we're going to actually, right when the timer ends, we're going to go cut to a break. And then we'll go and, I don't know, do something from there. So another about 30 seconds on the clock. It looks like Como will take the fastest time in practice. Of course, that doesn't really mean anything, but these times, what's on there? All right, 10 seconds. Looks like these might be just the final times anyone puts down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that will conclude the time. There you go, shutting down. We'll be right back for qualifying. Stay tuned. Welcome everybody back to Iowa Speedway as we get ready for qualifying for the last race of the regular season. As I stumble over every word I speak, it's going to be an interesting one. Short track racing always produces some tempers, some fun racing. So it looks like Jackson might be the first one to go up. We got all the drivers kind of waiting here in the infield. We experienced some technical difficulties, so we do apologize. So there's all the drivers kind of getting ready to go. So yep, qualifying is now underway. This is last chance qualifiers. Don't worry, we are not in last chance qualifiers right now. There we go. So Jackson up first. We talked a little bit about Jackson. That's why I feel so off. OBS was on the wrong side. There we go. All right, Jackson's first time, a 23.767. There we go. There's your little name card. Driver for Good Smile Racing. That's Avento's team. It's Jackson, Saints, and Avento all in that team. Up next will be Dark and a 23.75. Oh, sorry. Next up will be Saints, also a driver for Avento's team. But high phone. Oh, wow. And Saints already putting down a 23.6. I was going to say Jackson's final time, a 23.75. My phone's just letting me know that it's dying. All right, Saints' final time across the line, 23.613. No improvement on the second lap. Dark is stopped on the back straightaway. And now is going. So this is going to be the start of Dark's first lap. First lap from Dark is 24.1. That's quite a bit off. Second lap of 23.979. Still 0.2 off. No one else is right now in line. Blaze will be next up, though. Blaze running his Shell Pennzoil car. Blaze, just kind of a letdown season almost for Blaze in the 28. A lot of hype coming into the season, especially from Rockingham and all that. So I try to put chat over here. But, just haven't seen him much. Only 6 starts this season. No wins, no podiums, and no top 5s for Blaze. Like, he's got, no stats across the line, basically. Just starts. Right now sitting 13th in points. But hopefully we see a little bit more from Blaze. First lap of 23.7. Gonna be just a little bit better than Jackson. Blaze this might be the day for Blaze. Looks he's pulling some fast laps. Looks pretty fast. It's just gonna be whether he can stay clean and whether he can stay up front. Second lap, no improvement from Blaze. And yet again, no one is in line. So Blaze looking at the time board, looking at the fastest laps and all the laps that have been put down. TCT will be up next. Not sure why Alpha isn't queuing up drivers. Looks like Pink will be on deck. Hitting the cone there. We talked about TCT in the pre-race. Not a lot of good finishes for TCT this season, but still up in 4th and is in a pretty decent spot. Pink could maybe take 4th if TCT has a bad day, but TCT's just been impressive here as of late, getting bumped around in the points and then now being up in 4th. So it looks like S-Rank Motorsports will be all going kind of on deck here. TCT's, I believe this will be his first lap. Yep, first lap at 23.9. It's going to be towards the bottom. Saw in practice, TCT's time wasn't too high up. Second lap. It's a 23.883. It's better, but it still might not be quite enough. We'll see how many drivers show up. Maybe either Krieger or Avento is up next. Pink's first lap of 23.967. Kind of towards the bottom as well. What can Pink do on the second lap? 7.79. Avento will be up next. And Avento's right on that cut line. 4 points between Avento and Saints. It'll be 5 points if Saints gets the pole. First lap from Avento's a 23.8. Has to find 2/10 to make sure his teammate doesn't get pole and gets another point on the advantage. And I will update that graphic if Saints gets the pole, so. Second lap around. Avento improves the third, but not quite going to be enough to take pole away. Next up, Krieger. He was at the bottom of the board during practice, so he's going to have to try to pull some lap here. First one's a 24.2, way off of the 23-second times. It was a little bit wide here in turn 2. Krieger winless has been looking for his first win all season long. It's been actually a pretty good driver's tags the wall. We'll see if that... Yeah, and it's invalid, but no improvement anyway from Krieger. Coma up next. Most likely going to take the points lead after tonight. He took the fastest lap in practice, but that was towards the end. We'll see if he's perfected that line. All right, first lap from Coma. 23.75. And Coma can't take pole. Very, very close. Just a couple hundredths off. Izu was up next. Man, 23.683. Right now complaining about lag. It's not good. He really does need this start. First lap for Izu is going to be a 23.85. Put him towards the rear of the pack. Not sure if we'll go into last chance qualifiers. Depends how many people still have to go. I don't know if there's anyone that still has to go other than Bede. So, as you know, improvement on the second lap. And Bede will, I think, be the last one to qualify. He's already been complaining about lag. Bede takes this pole. I don't know how I feel. Already working graphics. I'm getting just what I'm asking for by working on this early, but Bede. I think Bede's trying to get his scheme ID for his car, and yep, he was. And Bede is going to be the last car to qualify. We will not go into last chance qualifiers. We'll have 11 cars qualifying, and Bede is experiencing some major lag here. connection coma has joined the experience. All right, beads lap. Time has started and straight into the wall. Still lagging. And into the wall he goes. Man, that is... We'll talk about it here after qualifying because we're going to keep it here, I believe, for the 5 minutes. But... Bede really does need this start. He really does need to make sure he stays into the chase if he really wants a chance in this championship. And once the points reset happens, oh boy, Bede's on the apron. There he goes to the inside wall, almost stops down the back straightaway. First lap was a 36-second lap and into the wall, so... Second lap, I don't think will be any faster than 36 seconds, no. So Saints will be marked as, I believe, pole sitter. Sure. He will. So... Yeah, I think that'll be it for Bede. Yeah, and there you go. Whoa. There we go. All right, so we'll keep it here. There's your qualifying results. Saints will get his second pole of the season. So congratulations to the 23. That makes the points margin for Avento a little bit more dire. It's going to be now 5 points between Avento and Saints. And let's go and take a look at the stat line anyway between these two. And here it is. Why did it? Ooh, it moved. But Saints and Avento right there on the right half of that. 8th and 9th. The cut lines. Only 8 drivers get in. As waiting for Alpha, waiting for Alpha, waiting for Alpha. Still waiting for Alpha. Okay. I guess we're going to keep this in here. Don't worry, we're not racing at Bowman Gray. We're just waiting on Alpha. Give you a moment to look through everyone else's points here. This is 13 races in. Last race of the season. Or of the regular season. Sorry, not the season. We're still racing. Still have a pretty good schedule coming up. Actually, we'll take a look at it in a minute. So up next is Darlington, then Daytona, Road America, Nashville, Chicagoland, North Wilkesboro, Kentucky, and then Homestead. That is your last what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 races of the season. Darlington has some extra payouts as well. Go and take a look at our drivers to look for. These are our top 4 drivers in the point standings as of right now. These are working. Okay. And again, I want to note what's interesting is TCT's amount of top 5s. I'm not sure what Alpha's doing right now. Because he should have taken a screenshot. Oh, I see. Okay, so at 4:05, the qualifying times will lock. I think we're giving time for maybe Beat or someone else to join because we're right now at 11 drivers. So we might just be giving more time. Okay, so that's 3 for drivers to join. That's as long as no one else joins, and that's fine by me. Let's take a look at the things I circled on the graphic because I want to compare them in the qualifying lineup. So Saturn and Coma. Saturn, unfortunately, not able to make it. So Coma's going to already have an advantage going into this race. Just needs 15 points to pass Saturn in the points lead. Top and TCT. Top didn't qualify. Top is not here. So TCT might have a chance to take third place in the points. Pink on a stretch might have it. Krieger and Bede, well, they're the last two in qualifying, 10th and 11th. Both of them kind of struggling with times. I mean, Krieger's fastest lap in qualifying was a 24, and then Bede just had lag. We don't know really where Bede finishes, and now there's Alpha calling qualifying over. And then Saints and Avento. Saints on pole, Avento in fourth. So this is going to be really interesting. See who's going to get that spot. We're going to be keeping our eye on that all day. Whoa, there's another car behind there? Everyone kind of just waiting now. We have about 5 minutes until we actually go and start the lining up for the race. So while we have this downtime, let me remember to switch this over to the ad system. So only 6 rows of cars today. Bede will be the lone driver on the rear row. That's if he even does make a start, because that lag was really bad. But all drivers that start in qualifying get a spot. As there's how he's trying to line himself up with the camera. Oh, too far, Yummy, too far. I'm over here. There you go. All right, we'll be right back. We'll give it a chance for all the drivers to line up, and then we'll be ready to race. So 1 moment. We'll be right back. Welcome everybody back to Iowa as we get ready for the last race of the regular season. Everyone just now getting ready to start up on the back straightaway. Everyone getting lined up right next to Alpha. Very excited. A lot. Words. 11 different drivers looking to start tonight. As we look at the back straightaway, as drivers can get lined up. It's gonna take them all a moment, as Alpha has to teleport everybody and all that fun stuff. But we do have some things to talk about in the meantime, so don't you worry while they all go install on the back straightaway. Oh, right, penalties. We actually have quite a few penalties from the last race. Totally forgot. 4 penalties from the last race. Let's go over them actually right now. That's why Blaze is going to be in second place here. So Coma from last race. Let's actually go and replay this. And if I were an actual commentator, I'd be making the control room cry right now. But this is what this is Indianapolis last week. Yeah, there you go. So Coma's going to get a penalty here going into turn 1. We're going to slow it down for you. So through turn 1 into turn, or into like the whatever you call it. It's going to bounce off of Izu on the high side. That right there gives 1 seed position penalty. So Coma losing last race basically, and having to now go to the back as well for excessive shoving. Izu has a to the back penalty for spinning another vehicle. That was on lap 10 of Indy. Lap 35, Goose got a grid drop for shoving, and then Bede got a grid drop for shoving as well. Jeez. So close to the camera. I'll wait until they start going. Sorry about that. But other things to talk about while we wait for them to start pacing. It's going to be the point standings. Look at this. This is going to be a close one between Saints and Avento, Krieger and Bede, Top and TCT. Top not showing up tonight. Unfortunately, same thing with Saturn. So Coma needs 15 points to get the points lead. And then TCT might get 3rd place here in the point standings as well. And then here's the top comparisons between the top 4 in points, between starts, wins, and top 5s. Saturn has almost a perfect track record here. 12 starts, 10 top 5s, 3 wins. Coma doing really good this season as well. Is right now on a winless streak in pretty much every league. Has 12 starts, 2 wins, 8 top 5s, as we actually look to begin pacing now. Oh, my ears. It's already at 1. Top, not as good. I mean, 11 starts, 7 top 5s, only 1 win though. And then TCT with that 2 wins, just got that 1 win at Indianapolis, but only 4 top 5s. All right, thank you, Pink. Currently kind of trying to get everything pulled up at the moment, so let's take a look at the race information, or the race analysis for tonight. It's going to be 140 laps. That's 112 miles. Pit window's around 40 to 50 laps, probably a little bit later on the later side. And that pit window, or pit speed, I mean, that's 40, 50 laps, but that pit speed is going to be about 70 studs per second. Go and set that up. Stage? What are we doing with stages, Alpha? All right. Pace car will head in this time, and we'll get ready to go racing. Saints on the front row, Blaze out in second place. We are underway here at Iowa. Oh, Avento already off to a bad start. Was caught in the grass going into turn 1. A lot of different angles as Blaze down to the inside, looking to take the lead away. It's going to be almost 3 wide across the line. Avento leads lap 1. And remember, we talked a lot about Avento and how he needs as many points as he can. So here's the point standings as they were as the race started. Avento needs 5 points to pass Saints. Actually, it's 5 points to tie. If they tie, it goes to wins. If they have the same amount of wins, then it goes to average position or average finishing spot. So right now, Avento trying to get out front, get those points early. Blaze looking down to the inside, trying to get to that quarter panel, the 45 before he gets to the corner. Can't quite get there in time. Avento's going to start pulling a gap. Saints and Izu Saints and Jackson right behind. And you have Pink rounding out the top 6, I think. Oh, Avento went wide in 1 and 2. Here comes Blaze on the inside looking to take the lead away. Blaze is going to get the lead here on lap 5. Going to go into the apron. Here comes Jackson. A little bit of a tap on the back bumper. Oh, and there he goes. Jackson again moving now. The 28 out of the way. Here comes Saints on the inside. 3 wide for the lead across the line. Homa. Oh, they squeezed together. 20 is going to get a warning. That's Krieger. Not sure what's going on in the back of the pack, but it is heating up front. Here comes Coma now getting into the mix. And now Coma's going to go to the lead. Side by side coming out of turn 4. Advantage 18. Saints going to go and try to file in on, but Avento fills in the gap on the inside and moves Coma up the racetrack. Avento's going to get the lead, but here comes Saints on the inside. Switchback. A little bit of contact between the teammates going into turn 3. Saints now with the lead. Coma and Avento. Avento stuck on the outside, but they're side by side. Jackson sing back and forth. Blaze pulling up number 5. Coma's going to get a little bit of an advantage here on the inside. Saints going to get moved to the outside. Gets a run out of the corner. Oh, Blaze looking real low going into turn 3. Going to move Jackson up out of the way, but here comes Pink. 6 cars battling for the front spots. I mean, this is short track racing at its finest. Saints entering on the apron in turn 1. It's going to get down to the inside, move Coma up the racetrack. Very aggressive, very early. Starting to calm down here, just 10 laps in. Still a long race to go in front of us. Jackson now on the back bumper, the 48. Avento's going to drop back down the 5th, and Avento's one of those drivers to watch out for. Needs 5 points. Right now, Saints leading Avento back in 5th is not what he wants to see. Blaze and Jackson still side by side as they go through 1 and 2. This is the battle for 3rd. And Krieger already with a penalty. We're not sure what that's going to be for. But Krieger having not a good start to this race. Apparently Bede and Krieger having a little bit of a mix-up in the rear of the pack. You know, those two gotta be at least a little bit nice to each other. Krieger just needs points, and we have a caution. And that's gonna be for Krieger. That was the race back. Krieger right now struggling with a lot of lag, and that's going to be what, yep, there it is, the racing lag incident there. Had this one on our altcast. If you want to watch on the altcast, it's linked in the description below. It's just another angle on everything we look at. And yep, you can see him lagging into the corner there and then getting spun around, drifting it through turn 3 and then losing it there going into turn 4. Pulled it down pit lane unintentionally as we start pacing. Iowa's got a weird pit lane. But pit road will be open, so we'll show you what I mean by it's weird. Ooh, Vento spinning at the back. Not sure what happened to him. So looks like Izu coming down pit lane as well as Vento and Bede. Vento will get a penalty. Has to go to the back of the longest line. So 2 drivers with penalties. I don't know, early in the race to get a penalty, only on lap 14. Izzy will come out of pit lane first, and then it will be Bede. Then Vento is going to have to go to the back of the longest line anyway. That's going to be for speeding down pit road. Let me just make sure I didn't break anything. That was close to putting him on pit lane. All right. They'll choose this next time. This is on the back straightaway. So what an insane start to the race. I mean, everybody was fighting up front, going 3 wide. Almost looked like they wanted to go 4 wide, but I think they learned from Indianapolis that that's probably not a good idea. All right, so they'll choose on the back straightaway. So Coma, Jackson, Blaze to the outside, then Izu and Vento. Vento will have to drop to the inside as it is the longer lane. So it's a pretty similar front rows than when we started. Saints and Coma will be leading them to the restart zone. We are back underway here at Iowa. Bad start from Bede. Everyone flying into the corner. Hank's going to get some help here from Izu. They go 3 wide out of turn 2. Izu will try to take 30. They go 4 wide in turn 3. Hank looking for the switchback out of that 4 wide mess. They make it work. Hank looking down on the nose of, or on the quarter panel of Izu, as Krieger is still having some lag issues. Izu on the inside now taking second place away from Coma, as we got an incident there at the back. Not sure what happened. A couple cars got into each other. I think that's just drivers getting a little bit comfortable with that wall. Izu on the outside takes the lead away, and it's going to move back to second place. Didn't show a lot of speed in qualifying or practice, but Izu going to show some speed here in their actual race. Hank having to block the 28. One of those drivers are really hard to race with is Blaze. Really likes to use that front bumper. Front 3 cars starting to break away from the rest of the field. Kind of expected as Vento is fighting his way past his teammate Jackson. Hank Saint trying to catch up to the back of the 48. It's going to drift way up high out of turn 4. And now Blaze will pile in on the inside. Ooh, a little bit of a late block there. Jackson entering in all the way down low. Bede trying to get into the mix here as well. Oh, there's Avento going 3 wide with Pink and Blaze. Blaze into the wall, just taps it. But Avento up to 4th place. Mind you that Avento needs 5 points to tie, 6 points to be into the chase. Right now competing with that 23 car, right now sitting in 2nd place. Krieger having some more issues right now, wall riding 1 and 2. Right now, an investigation going about who jumped the restart. They're saying someone jumped the restart. We can take a look back at our angle on it. Continue to watch the battle back here for 5th place. This is going to be Pink, Jackson, and Blaze. While we look at this, let's take a look at what we can see here. Might have been Izu? I'm not sure. I think Izu might have... Yeah, I think Izu might have jumped it. Had a lot of speed going into that. We'll take another look at it, but that might be the culprit. This guy's still saying single file. Avento up to 3rd place. Right now his current rival, the 23, Izu into the apron there. He's gonna lose a lot of time. Saints all the way across the racetrack. He was frozen, but here comes Avento to take the lead on the inside, 3 wide through turn 2. And he'll get the lead out of turn 2. So he's still 3 wide going into turn 3. Izu trying to get a little bit of something on the outside lane. It can work, you just gotta play your cards right. And oh boy, late blocks. Saints getting the lead on the inside. Can he hold it? All right, we're going to take another look at this replay of this start. This might show a little bit of a better angle. Maybe not. I don't know. I didn't see anyone obviously jump the restart, but they're saying they did. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I thought I just lagged out of the game there for a minute. We are okay. Internet has been a little bit inconsistent today. So as we kind of go through, Izu right now with the lead. Avento up to 2nd place. Saints in 3rd, and then Coma right now hanging back in 4th. He leading the main group, and that's not good for Krieger. Again, a very small gap between a couple of people going into this race. Yeah, a lot of lag coming. I'm not sure why we're getting a lot of lag here. I'm gonna go and try to figure that one out. As Krieger coming back up on the racetrack. Having a lot of lag. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to finish this race. He just wall rode 3 and 4. Up front. Oh, right when we look away, it starts to heat up front. Avento and Izu side by side. Here comes Saints flying in on the inside. Avento puts him into the apron. And oh, they're going to bounce off the wall. Now that should be a grid drop and a place penalty, but we'll see how Alpha handles it. I don't see any warnings or anything yet. Where everyone's been able to kind of hold it to their own. Yeah, okay, so Avento will get a warning for it. I'm still not happy from that Indianapolis call. Should have been Coma's win. That's why he's still on that winless streak, because he did not get the win at Indianapolis. DCT, who's right now hanging back in 9th, not having a great race. Blaze has been kind of struggling here on this second run. Really, after a 4-car breakaway, everyone else has kind of been, struggling. And Alpha will finally give a warning to the 20 after he's... I mean, if you're watching the alt cast, he's been wall riding almost every other lap. Finally gets a warning for it and has to cede the position to the 29. Still hasn't yet given it. And now we'll give it. But you can see he's lagging big time and heading into turn 1 and, just flying up into the wall. And you have to feel bad for Dark because he has to race this guy. Krieger's going to go try to make the pass. Again, that's on the alt cast. If anything happens, we'll show it. But Saints and Tacoma have been kind of falling back here now. They're both over a second behind Avento. Not sure if Coma's just kind of trying to push Saints and Saints isn't going, or if they're both kind of struggling. Have to see. They continue to fall back. All our leaders fall back. We can finally pay a little bit of attention here to this mid-pack battle. Bede and Jackson kind of fighting for 5th place back and forth for the last 30 laps. We have a car down pit lane. Who's that? It'll be TCT, first one off on pit lane, and has a terrible exit on his stop. All right, so pit stops, I mean, yeah, we're 40 laps in, so it's going to be interesting. Saints will be heading in this next time by. Yep, there he comes in. So Vento will still have the lead. So going into pit road will put you 2 laps down. That's going to make it interesting. We have more cars coming down pit lane. It's going to be Krieger and... oh, who is that? Is this gonna work? Oh, this may work. More cars coming in. Tacoma. Trying to get the system to work. And the system is not working. Well, we try to have drivers on pit road as a, like, try to help out, you know, understanding where everybody is, but it's not gonna quite work out. So Coma, Izu, Dark all came down pit road, as well as Blaze. It's gonna mix up where pretty much, possibly where everyone is. Blaze going and passing Avento, overshoots the corner. And this is gonna be kind of a decider of how tires make a difference in this race, because you have to pit for tires, and wow, just look at that. Able to pull away on the straightaway. And Krieger racking up another warning here. It's just been wall riding. It has to give up a ton of time, and you know, Dark is all the way on the other side of the racetrack, basically. So this is either a really late call, or I'm not sure. Yeah, I think S-Rank Motorsports is contesting the penalty here. And I have to be on Alpha's side on this one. He's just been wall riding this entire race, basically. Vento's still out. Same with Bede. These two have not come down pit road yet. Everyone else has come down pit road. Bede will now be coming in this time. Avento, we last season shows that Avento has got some idea of strategy compared to everybody else, but staying out and running really long here. So we'll stay on Avento for as long as possible. Bede's saying overcut time. I mean, Bede's talking about his overcut. How about Avento's? Like, man, he's running out really long. Still has not decided to come in. Has not yet given up that spot. Here comes TCT going on by. Will unlap himself. Leaves Krieger and Dark just 2 laps down. Although Avento's going to try to kind of fight it here. Not quite going to work out. That shows you how much of a tire difference there is between Avento and pretty much everyone else on the racetrack. And to definitely within a probably within a risk of blowing a tire here. He's been out 56 laps. Is way over our projected guess on pit strategy, but I think Avento's trying to make it a 1-stop. Everyone else on a 2-stop strategy. If Avento can make this go on 1 stop without any cautions, let's see, but he will be coming in this time on lap 57. Jackson is in second place. Just now crossing the line. Jackson right now at second place. Everyone else unlaps themselves. Gonna be a full stop here. I think Jackson took a quick, early stop. I don't think he took full tires and fuel. I think it was just a quick stop for him. He crosses the line now. He'll be your new leader, but how far ahead will he be? Comes everybody else. Izu, Coma, Saints. They're all passing by, but I think Jackson, with that kind of short stop, is going to have quite the advantage. And, wow, yeah. Gonna have a 5-second advantage on Izu, and then about a 6-second advantage on Coma and Saints here. We'll see how long that works in the long term. I'm gonna guess that Jackson took 2 tires. Really seeing a battle anywhere else on the racetrack. Krieger's not giving up that spot yet. He is not giving Dark the spot back. So Coma right now trying to get second place away from Izu. I mean, everyone right now is kind of talking about this pit stop from Jackson and how it was 2 tires. I mean, 2 tire stops have never worked well in the history of AIRL. As I go and have another big lag spike. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Internet is not on my side today. It snowed for the first time today. That's what I'm blaming it on. Krieger wall riding. But we're going to have a battle here for second place, Izu and Coma. Everyone's kind of just debating about whether this was a good call or not. Jackson's been maintaining the gap. So far it's been a pretty good strategy, I'd have to say. We'll see if it works long term. Coma looking on the outside. Izu's going to go and take the defensive line. Coma bump to the back bumper of the 18. Coma will have the inside. We'll see if Izu fights this one back. Looking for the switchback here. And wow, holy send. Izu just punting the 18 out of the way. Oh my goodness. Coma says, okay. That was, I mean, dang, he got him sideways pushing him that hard. I mean, look at this. They put him sideways. I'm surprised there wasn't really even a warning for that, although it's just pushing and shoving at this point. Maybe that was a little bit of feedback from Indianapolis. We'll see. Coma's going to close the gap once again. Look to the outside here in 3 and 4. Now trying to get to that quarter pen on the front straightaway. Couldn't quite grab it. And we'll look to get the switchback here in 1 and 2. Coma had a better run out of turn 3 or out of turn 2, and now he's just pushing pushing Izu through the corner. They are losing time on Jackson by doing this, and Saints is going to get a little bit of time back as well. See, Coma's running that little bit higher of a line, but gets a better arc at the end of the corner. Gets a little bit more speed out of it. And it's working good for Coma. And I'm surprised Coma's been as patient as he has been. He's not just punching him out of the way like he did to him. Saints closing in as these two continue the battle. They've almost lost a full second or 2 seconds on Jackson just by kind of, I don't know, twiddling their thumbs here. Big block there by Izu. And Coma on the bumper all the way through the corner. Izu just parks it in 1 and 2. The 18 just cannot get around this car. Almost starting to complain about the 10. Izu just saying it's defense. As Krieger wall rides 3 and 4. Here comes Saints. Coma's finally able to get past. Saints will go up to block, and maybe actually it was a little bit of a leg spike, and Izzy will try to keep this spot back. Yeah, it was a leg spike by Saints. I'm not sure why Coma's getting a warning here. Oh, and Izu. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure why Izu's not getting a bigger. Oh, there he goes. Oh, Avento dodges death. My goodness. And Izu's out of the game. So Izu having a leg spike, that's what's going to happen in turn. That was probably what happened in turn 3 and 4. But I'm not sure why Coma got a warning there, or verbal warning. That should have... Avento complaining about his strategy going out the window. I mean, you have to expect a caution, but... yeah. Let's go and take a look at the replay and not listen to these engines just idle down the back straightaway. What in the world? Whatever. So yeah, Saints is actually going to be pushing Izu, and then just completely freezes out of the game here. I'm not sure when it happens. I think it had to have happened like right here. I don't know. Maybe it would have happened right when there was contact. But Izu goes flying into the wall. Coma not too happy with the officiating from Alpha. Who's that going around? That's going to be Dark, I believe. Getting a lap back, yeah. Krieger's going to be AFK. I'm trying to fix his internet. He is this close. I mean, he is this close to being disqualified from this race. At least that's what I have the impression of. Krieger will have 2 minutes. Did Izu leave the server? Izu's not streaming no more. Oh, we had a POV of Izu, right. So an extended little wait here. I think I don't know what we're doing. Oh, Izu is back. Izu is back. Izu did not leave the server. Just lag spike. Yeah, so from what I've seen, I've just been kind of skimming through chat. Yeah, okay, so from what I've seen, Coma is downright furious with Alpha's officiating right now, which, I mean, he hasn't really missed anything. So far, the worst that Alpha's done is just giving him a verbal warning, and you know, just not been kind of paying attention to what's been going on between him and Izu, but, you know, it was just a verbal warning, and he said he didn't know what was going on. Otherwise, I mean, everything else has been just fine. Pit road is open, and everybody going to be coming down pit road. Don't hit her camera, Coma. So put everyone kind of on an equal field here. Jackson with the full stop. It'll be Pink out first on a short stop. Then Coma, Saints, Avento, Jackson, Blaze, and then everybody else. Everyone did come in, though. Except Izu. Izu will have to go to the rear for respawning the car. There you go. They'll choose this time. Pink will be on the front row. It's the inside. Coma to the outside is Avento, Blaze, TCT, and Bead. I'll choose the outside. So hopefully Krieger's fixed his internet. Hopefully the tempers are done with Izu and Coma. As Izu having maybe another lag spike there. But Pink will lead him back to green. We are back underway here at Iowa. They spread out going into turn one. Coma can't come back down in time. Saints fills in the spot as, oh, yeah, car's bouncing off the wall in the back. Saints finds the inside on the 81. Krieger goes to the wall. That internet is not fixed. And it's going to be a problem because now he's within traffic. And he's going to continue the wall ride. Pink's up there as well. Pink will fall back to fourth. Krieger is still lagging big time in the back. Jackson will retake the lead. Saints will try to battle on the outside. Going to be side by side through 3 and 4. And dead heat across the line. somehow put Saints back in third. And that's the point standings heading into the race. That is including Saints' pole. So it's a 5-point gap. Avento needs 5 points on the 23. Right now, Avento hanging back in 10th. That is a lie. Avento's back in 5th. What do we have a scoreboard for if it's going to put Avento back in 10th when he's actually in 5th place? Like, hey, put him a second behind everybody. That is insane. Goma just needs 15 points to take the lead away from Saturn, who is not showing up tonight. Same thing with Top. TCT will have a chance to take that spot away, and oh my goodness, Krieger is just wall riding. It is not fixed. And I think he gained positions from that. He's still lagging. Como will get second place. Saints falls back to third. Pink back in fourth, and Avento still in 5th place. He is not in 9th. He is not 9th. Pink looking down on the inside for 3rd place. Saints going a little bit wide. And you know what? Pink right now is sitting 5th in points. What a season he has had. You know, starting out this season was super unfortunate and was way down in the points. I think he was at like maybe 10th. Oh, Pink bouncing off of Saints there. And Krieger was in the infield and now into the wall. I mean, I'm not the nicest to Krieger in these races, but he is kind of I'm not going to say a weapon, but a liability this race. He thinks he's having bad internet. He should watch Krieger race. Both of these right now, you can see it on the left side. They're right next to each other in points, and they both kind of need to stay in. Krieger not so much as Bede. Bede really does need this race because he's 28 points off. If Saints gets a win and Bede doesn't really get any points, I mean, that's him out of the that's him out. Or Avento, right? That's him out. As they go 3 wide. Speaking of Avento, trying to get 3rd place away. Gonna get a huge tap here from his teammate, and that actually sends Avento way up and actually into the wall. I'm sure Avento's kind of happy with his teammate right now. And all that will be undone. But battle for the lead might be upon us. Jackson and Coma. I feel like this is kind of a familiar sight. I feel like these two have battled at a short track before. I'm not quite sure. It was either Auto Club or something like that. I don't know. Alma kind of backing off. We'll look back at the battle for 3rd. Saints right now holding on to the spot. Pink right behind, then Avento. And Izu will get a blue flag. He's right now interfering in racing while he is a lap down. That's kind of single filing out. Pink down to the inside. Saints is going to go a little bit wide. Pink might have a chance to make this one work. But Saints just with a better run out of the corner. Pink trying to maybe push him away. Not quite going to work. Oh, maybe it will. Let's look into the inside. Can't quite get to the quarter panel. Sorry about going silent for a moment. I was just kind of thinking to myself, I guess. Blaze starting to get kind of involved in this little group here of 3. I go around the outside, maybe comes back down, and caution is out. Caution on the racetrack. And that's going to be on Bede. Bede apparently spun out. Whoa, jumps out of his car on the front straightaway. Not gonna have a good angle on it, but this is from Coma's POV. Gonna be looking. That low detail mode button is right, but you're gonna see that the car kind of coming out of the grass there, right up front. That's Bede, who brings out this 3rd caution of the day. All 3 cautions being caused due to lag. We could go pacing, please. It's not like we need to go and take a minute out of every lag incident to go and just investigate. And yeah, you can see he jumps out of his car here. Good job dodging by everyone here. Still stuck on the back straightaway. See, I mean, I can understand why we kind of wait on the back straightaway for the most part. It's just when it's for a no, like, there's nothing to call here. There's nothing really to review. Jackson's trying to take out the pace car right now. Trying to pit maneuver it. Pit road will be open. That is the wrong button. There we go. Looks like everyone's coming down pit road once again. Jackson will be out first. Izzu with a possibly short stop here. Yeah, and that's kind of due to that respawning the car thing. He's gonna have better. He doesn't need to take full tires. Close battle between everyone here, but oh, pit error here by Blaze. It looks like. Not sure what quite happened to him there. Vento. That's not a Vento. This is a Vento. Oh, sorry, Jackson. So confused for a minute. I thought I saw a Vento up front, but no, it was Jackson. I don't know how he confused the 2 cars apart. They look very different. We'll be restarting with around 42 to go. We'll have to go to the back. Roma Avento, TCT, Krieger, and B to the outside. So it'll be Jackson and Coma up front. Jackson to control car, and we are back underway here at Iowa. .42 laps to go. one full run here for pretty much everybody. So no more pit stops are necessary to make it to the end. But if there's going to be more cautions, I think we'll definitely see cars coming back down pit road. Pretty calm restart for everyone up front. Avento looking to try to get some spots here. Going to get around his teammate Saints, who again has to get 5 more points of than words. Yes. Blaze entering in down low. Gonna get a tap here from Krieger. Izu's gonna try to make his way back to the front. He was really fast up until he had lagged out of the game. But has to work his way through traffic. Yeah, again, that's not gonna be the first time he does it tonight. I think Como will hang on the second place. I think he likes to lead a car, not the lead, but I think he likes to follow a car for majority of the race. Not really pass, but kind of push and break away from the rest of the field, but just kind of sit behind somebody rather than go and lead it himself. You've seen him do it multiple times this season. It hasn't quite worked out in a couple of cases, but we'll see if it works out tonight. Vento's going to get 3rd place, Saints securing 4th, and then Blaze back in 5th. Izu's going to be, oh, what in the world happened back there? I think TCT got into an incident with somebody. Saints trying to, I mean, these two are racing to be into the chase to have a chance at the championship. Oh, we got Izu around. And the laps broke there. And it's going to be another lag incident for Izu. Oh, okay. So let's take a look back at the replay here. Izu's going to be that red car. And, yep, just continues to turn out of the corner. You could see it just there, and then see him wrecking there on the inside wall. And just spins out here going through turn 3. Actually, looks like it might have come back up the racetrack. Oh, it actually tags Pink. Wow. Huge wreck for Pink. We'll have to take a look at his angle on it and listen in. Let's go and do that since Pink actually has a POV tonight. Oh my god. I just saw it. This is great. This is going to be great. Let's go and watch this one back and listen in.
Oh, it's ball.
I want to push, but this
Oh, there goes Izu.
Oh, check up, check up, check up. Oh.
Alright.
God damn it.
I just witnessed a fucking death.
Yeah, we kind of just saw a death there. Looks like it'll be 3 cars coming down pit lane. Izu, Blaze, and Bede. Bede and Izu only have 1 pit stop left. Poor Pink. Blaze will come out first out of pit lane. That was the fastest one I've had to do in a minute. All right. We'll be choosing this time by. Kate will have to go to the tail end of the field. right. Choosing where? Coma to the outside. Saints to the outside. Oh, Krieger. Not Krieger. Dark and TCT having a disagreement there. Izu and Blaze will also choose the outside. No penalties for anybody, though. That was close, though, between TCT and Dark. Jackson, the control car once again as we go back underway here at Iowa. A good start from Jackson. I'm able to follow in line, though. A little bit of a tap to the back of the 67. Sorry. If you're on the alt class, you can see what the chat looks like. Who told me to go in? Oh, Alpha then, okay. Well, I should close chat for a minute. Alright, so now that I'm done laughing at everything, Jackson and Coma able to break away from the field once again. You have Saints, Blaze, Izu, and then a TCT making a late race resurge. Oh, there goes Izu again. Oh, my goodness. And that'll be it for Izu. That's going to be the last leg incident, and that's the race for Izu. A disqualification incoming, I'm pretty sure. And, oh, I think they were, yeah. So Izu disqualified from the race. That's 3 out of 3 leg incidents as... Not sure what's going on. When did the caution come out? Otherwise, Avento just got himself everything. So let's go and look at the replay here. Actually, this is going to cover up when the caution came out. So let's go... here. Oh, there we go. Let's go here. Let's unlock this monitors, make it go small. This is so this is from Pink's perspective. Skip it forward. When did the caution come out? If it came out before the line, that was race back. If it came back after the line, it came back. Oh, it came out after the line. Let's go and actually look at Coma's POV on this one, because I think he's going to have a better look at it than I did. Or than Pink did, sorry. This is what I'm currently caught on loading screens. YouTube's really good with these. So where is the start finish line? It is right here. It's still green. Still green. Now it comes caution right here. So this is going to be a caution after they cross the line. This is with 32, technically 32 to go. And then the caution, yeah, so the caution comes out. Yeah, they're way past the start finish line. And I think, so yeah, Coma thought this was raceback right here, but that's not raceback. Raceback is them going to the line now. So yeah, no, that was not raceback. So Avento right now should theoretically have, and yeah, Avento will have the lead now. That is crazy. So Alpha right now just letting everyone know where they are. That is interesting. We had not seen that one yet. Everyone should have continued the race back. The pace car was on the back straightaway though. Or was it on the back straightaway? Hold on. Was the pace car on the back straightaway when they came back to it? No, it wasn't, but it did. Oh, this is going to be interesting. When did it come back on? So this is 31 to go. We're keeping the bug here. The pace car comes out. Okay, everyone's already passed when the pace car comes out onto the racetrack. So it'll be Avento, Bede, Saints, Krieger. I mean, Avento heads up big time here. Big time, big brain by Avento, because he just kept going. He didn't stop. This is it from our angle, so this is on the stream angle. No, this is a different caution. This is a different caution. Sorry about that. So this is our angle of it. I'm not sure how much this is going to show, but this is what the stream was seeing. So caution's not out, caution's not out, caution's not out. You can see the start-finish line. Pink gets involved here. There, Jackson's across the line. Poor Dark getting tagged into even more wrecks. Caution comes out here, and I guess just everyone else just kind of was heads up about it. Or Avento and Bede were. I think Saints kind of did hold up a little bit. Yeah, we follow along with Avento, and he knew that the cars were already across the line. So everybody pulls off here. He don't care. So yeah, Avento and Bede. Very heads up. Because you can see Blaze stopped there. Right when I go and ask. Alright, pit road will be open after that bizarre caution. And yeah, I think everybody's coming in. Oh no, 2 cars stay out. I think that was 2 cars that stayed out. No more stops for Bede? Or, yeah, that's Bede. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Yes. So again, Izu is going to be disqualified from this race. Too many lag incidents. You only get 3. That's gonna put Coma to the rear of the pack. It's gonna basically kind of flip this field around. It's gonna be so interesting that when they line these guys up. Because this pack is going to be, yeah, basically just flipped in reverse, even with the cars that stayed out. So that's Blaze Jackson and Saints. Let me just say it correctly. Then TCT, Bede, Avento, or no, TCT, Dark, Avento. Man, this field is flopped on its head right now. This is going to make for an interesting restart. Drivers at the back are going to try their best to make it back to the front. Saints is in a good spot. But with pit stops and all that, it's going to be interesting. Saints, TCT, Krieger, and Coma to the outside. Everyone else chooses choosing the inside. I just break everything. Restart with 27 laps to go. This time it will be Blaze as the control car. TCT kind of getting caught. Oh, that was an awful restart. TCT and Saints kind of got caught up on each other. They're going to go... it looked like they were going to go 4 wide. I think they did just go 4 wide. Krieger into the wall as it's a 3-way battle for the lead between Jackson, Saints, and Blaze. Here comes TCT on the inside. 4 wide for the lead. 42 all the way on the bottom as Jackson shoves Saints into TCT. TCT's gonna go wide. Oh boy. They're going wide. Saints with the lead. Here comes Jackson and TCT still there. Trying to put in the nose. Still 3 wide. Blaze is just trying to make something work on the high side. Coma already back up through the field. That's something Coma doesn't struggle about anymore. You know, we'd always joke that, oh, Coma sucks at getting through this field. He sucks at traffic. He's already up to 2nd place. Oh, Blaze just forces his way through. Poor TCT has to go all the way to the back. That didn't quite work out. As Avento bumper cars. And into the wall he goes. I think he had a leg spike. So a little bit of a chaotic restart, but things starting to calm down now as Coma finds 2nd place. Jackson's still trying to hold off everyone behind. You have Krieger, Pink, and Avento back there, as well as Bede. They're going to go 4 wide. Oh, they're actually going to go 4 wide. I didn't think they'd do it. Krieger to the wall. Pink's going to go and have to drop back. Bede's all the way on the inside. Coming telling Avento to chill out. 22 laps to go. They're still 3 wide behind. Bede, oh, that's not going to work out. He did this in... Oh, come on. Tried to do that same thing in Rack earlier, and it didn't work out for him. Yeah, there's the warning. It was lag, so Bede will have... I actually, you know, lag isn't a pass. It's not an excuse. I said Coma is not. No. Leaderboard's wrong, guys. It's never been right. So the front 3 break away from the field. It's currently a dogfight for 4th place. Krieger looking on the inside, slams into Bede, drifts on the infield, on the apron field. I'm just saying whatever comes to my mind at this point. 20 laps to go. Avento telling Blaze to move. Avento, we remind you a couple of times again about why Avento is desperate for positions here. He has a reason to fight for his life because that's what he needs to win or to get into the chase. It's a 2nd time in a row for Avento where he's just out 1 spot to the chase. And Coma looking to maybe battle for the lead with the person Avento needs to finish badly. Saints right now has the lead. Coma was looking to the inside on 3 and 4. And my brain's just saying whatever's coming to mind. But Avento really needs Saints to not win this race. Bede probably needs Saints to not win this race. It's going to be really interesting to see how this all works out. We might stay with you until the points get updated, although we'll see how long Alpha takes to make those come out. I mean, this track wasn't out until yesterday. Jackson's starting to fall back. Avento starting to gain. 17 laps to go. Not too much time left as right when I look away, Coma gets the lead. Saints is probably going to defend for this pretty hard. Saints with 1 win already this season. Am I right? Yes. And that was at Tsukuba. So Saints has been, a little while since his last win. But it's been even longer for Como since his last win. He hasn't gotten a win since, I believe, I don't even remember what it was. That's how long ago it was. But it was at the beginning of this season. I think it was race either 3 or 4. Actually, I could probably go find it real quick. It won't be very hard. Yeah, Como's last win was at Phoenix. He won Las Vegas and Phoenix. And those are his 2 wins. They're back-to-back. Otherwise, that's it. And that was race 3 and 4. So it's been a majority of the season since Como's last got a win in AIRL, and in every other league, it's basically been winless. 13 to go. He's still got the lead, but Saints is not giving it up. Now we're going to go split screen here. Avento, battle for third is on your right side of your screen. Battle for first is on the left. And there goes Saints. Going to take it right away. Can Como get the switchback? He's got the nose on the inside. And they're going to go back side by side. Como having the advantage. Avento and Jackson side by side. Again, Avento needs his teammates to stop bullying him. Continue the watch as now here comes Pink, maybe wanting to interrupt this battle. Como back with the lead with 10 laps to go. Avento's going to lose the spot again. Avento needs Saints to not get second place. And Avento is desperate for Jackson to get out of the way. Saints now going down to the inside. This would be even worse for Avento. Oh, they're going to squeeze together. They squeeze together. They're on the high side. Como's kind of caught on the outside. Here comes Pink. Pink is going to go and take third. Avento down to the inside. He's desperate for these guys to get out of the way. He needs these spots. And now he's going to go wide. Here comes Jackson on the inside. This is worst case scenario for Avento. Bede sitting back in 7th place. He's not even far enough back to where Bede would get kicked out of the chase. Krieger still having some lag instances. You can see him slamming into the wall. As we continue to watch Avento battle for third, he's got it back, but Saints with the lead. I think if you're Avento, you need a caution right now. Like, this second, you need a caution. But if you're anyone else on the field, I think everyone kind of, I don't know. Bede complaining about Krieger wall riding. I'm surprised Krieger hasn't gotten disqualified for wall riding yet. 5 laps to go. Saints still with the lead. Como right behind. Avento defending for his life. Gets booted to the outside. Here comes Blaze, and he's going to lose even more positions. He's going to fall back to 6th place. Avento furious. He needs these spots, and he just can't get away from these guys. God damn it. That's a new one, Bede. 4 laps to go here at Iowa. The situation continues to get worse for Avento. Saints still holding that lead. Went a little bit wide here in 3 and 4. Como still right on that back bumper with 3 to go. Coma's done this before where he stays right behind up until the final lap, looking to do the same. Saints is going to have to defend this for just 2 more laps. 2 to go. Jackson into pit road. Coma right on the back bumper. If Coma's going to try to get this done, he's going to have to get it done this lap. 1 lap to go. This race is finalized. Coma's probably going to try to look deep here in 1 and 2. Couldn't get the line. Got caught up on the middle. Now looks to the outside. Now looking to the inside. Saints down the block. Not in time. Here comes Coma on the inside. They're going to go side by side through 3 and 4. Coma with the advantage. Coma moving Saints out of the way to finally, and this time, actually end his winless streak here in AIRL. And he got it done, finally. And Avento is furious as my voice continues to go out. Avento and Dark go home. So championship hopes are over again for Avento by his teammate. And I think Jackson won't have that ride no longer for Avento's team. But Coma will finally be able to burn it down here at Iowa. Avento is furious right now. And I mean, even if Jackson was not in the way, I don't think Avento could have gotten up to Saints. It would have not mattered, because second place gives out way more points than third. Whoa. Avento needed a lifeline. He didn't get one. So Como will head it over to victory lane. Nope. He's going to continue to do some more burnouts. Or he's going to... went and did the infield track. Okay. I see how it is. Let me just spin my camera all the way around. He's going to... What? Is he going to enter from all the way over there? Where's he going? There he goes. Come on, come on, come on. Win number 3 on the season. Oh, good job, Coma. I don't know what he's doing. He's pushing around his car. Making me angry. It's me angry. Get in the voice check. Come on, come on. Come on. You know what time it is. Yay. For victory dance. Alright, let's get him up here. You weren't quite able to get it done at Indianapolis. Had that one snatched away. How's it feel to finally end the winless streak officially?
Feels so fucking good, man. I wanted it so bad after Indy, and I should have had it then. You know, that's all been solved. Whatever. I had a spout about it with Alpha, but I fought for it. I was clean about it. I was textbook. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit behind Saints for a little bit, and I brought out my inner Rockingham. Just waited for him to make a mistake, and I was just barely able to get under him. And then from then on, I was just able to use up the side panel, and Turn 4 was all she wrote. We finally broke it. I do kind of feel bad that Saturn wasn't here because it kind of taints the victory, and it also taints the fact that I will be regular season champion after this race. Even though Saturn very much deserved it. I wish he was here. He definitely would have taken it. Might have even won. You never know with Saturn. I mean, he could just show up and just dominate. So hopefully he does good in his league in SRU. I'll waiting to see the status of that, if it's finished or not. I think it is. But oh my god, what a fight with Saints, man. Those like 25 laps going back and forth. I thought I just had the pull away pace because in the previous part of the race, anytime I was with Saints, it'd be a battle for a little bit and then I would slowly begin to just get more of a gap. But he stuck right with me. He was trying so hard for that switchback line. He was going a lot wider than me in the entry so we could try and dive under, which caused me to have to play defense and just kill momentum out of the corner, which was able to keep him right there. So well played to him, but I was just barely able to sneak under. I appreciate him not late blocking the piss out of me because I was like, it's final lap, turn 3. He might just block me to the wall, but no, he was respectful about it. He understood that he left the inside open. So massive respect to Saints. Definitely deserved the chance at the win. He was one of the only people who could really keep up besides Jackson and Izu. Which, let's talk about that for a second with me and Izu. So the first interaction was I got in front of him and then he sent me. So originally I was like, okay, you're done, whatever, I'm gonna hit you back. And even Yummy was like, return the favor. And I was like, wait, hang on, no, I already said that whatever I get back, I deserve because I'm indie. So I'm like, we had it then. We were even at there. I was like, okay, fair enough. Started racing him, and he just starts blocking the piss out of me when A, I'm on fresher tires, and B, we're fighting for third. We're trying to catch Jackson, which we were beforehand. And he was just blocking the piss out of me, brake checking me, and to the point where I was like, I've got to move him. And even Yummy was like, you've got to move him. So I did that, and he just slammed on the brakes. And then he says that Saints pushed him into me, which maybe there was contact, but he had 20 years to just get off the gas and not put me in the wall. So the fact that he did that and then spun into the grass due to his internet, that's just textbook karma. So any respect I had from Izu, which was already very little, is now lost. So yeah, it's unfortunate that it ended up that way because he was fast and we were fairly respectful with each other up until that happened. I don't know why he had to be such a baby about it, but karma's a bitch. And that's what happened today.
There's currently a major disagreement between Avento and his teammate Jackson. I mean, you were kind of busy being in second place, fighting for the win, but kind of the same thing happened last season for Avento is going to happen again. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah. 2 seasons in a row, one of Avento's own teammates and people on his team screw him out of a chase. Jackson, I think, is a little more egregious than me because Jackson's a part-time driver, not even a chance to score points, even if he was in the conversation. He should have just let Avento go. But yeah, the same situation where I was helping Pink at Darlington instead of helping Avento. Jackson wasn't even helping anybody. He was just racing, and it cost Avento the chase. And I still don't know if Avento would have been able to get it regardless, because Bob finished second. He would have had to get past Blaze, which I don't even know where Blaze was when they were fighting.
Avento would have had to get, even if Avento got third, it would not have been enough because
Yeah, so I mean, Saints just did that good, but Jackson did not help his cause at all. So Avento unfortunately getting betrayed by the people that he hired. So it's unfortunate for him. But you know what happened last season when he got out of the chase? He just started winning and just becoming a real contender. So maybe this is just Avento's lore. Like it's just like a canon event to where he doesn't make the chase and then is suddenly the fastest on track.
Right. You were kind of in the voice chat with Krieger. What was happening with Krieger all race? You basically wall rode half of this race. What was going on with him?
So he was basically fighting for DNF points because he wasn't exactly safe mathematically. And I don't know what would have happened if he didn't finish. So he has been lagging for weeks now, and it was really bad today. And I was like, just go until you literally get 3 out of 3 for lag incidents. I understand that's going to be a pain on the rest of the field, but I have a goal to get all 5 of us in the chase. And I think with him finishing, I think I've done that. So I really appreciate Krieger for sticking it out, but man, yeah, he was struggling today, just freezing half the time. So he had to turn basically his entire UI off, including what Alpha was saying. So Yummy was relaying information. We were trying to tell him where he was on the track. I mean, it was just like he was blindfolded, and we were trying to tell him where to
I don't
go.
know how he
So
didn't. I don't know how he didn't get disqualified.
I don't know either, but I really appreciate him sticking it out. And with that, my goal of getting the entirety of S Rank Motorsports into the chase. Not only have I done that, we've almost got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck you, Top. I'm kidding,
Top
but
didn't even
still.
show up today.
Top didn't even show up, and he's still being a problem. But yeah, this has been the most dominant team that I've either ever been a part of or ever owned. So I mean, I want to take it all the way. I want to see maybe we can get a 1, 2, 3 in the chase. Maybe it can be like me, Saturn, and Pink. That would be crazy. I don't know. Top is going to be a challenge. Saints as well getting in there is going to be a challenge. So we've got some tight competition, but I'm trying to take it, and so it's just going to depend on if me or Saturn, because realistically, I don't really think. I mean, things can happen in the chase, so where shit just hits the fan. But realistically, I think the only people that have a shot at it are me and Saturn. So I'm trying to deny the washed allegations. I told Juan that if Saturn gets to an unreachable gap in the chase, I'm gonna have him make me a McQueen car.
Well, I have to go and do that. Well, anything else to add on for tonight, Coma?
Respect to Saints. It was a great battle. I had a lot of fun. Respect to the field. A great job for the team. I don't actually know any of the standings, and I also might have accidentally crossed the line, so I don't know where anyone finished. But pretty good team day. Once again, thank you to Krieger for sticking it out. Thank you to Yummy, as always, for helping out the team with strategy. We experimented with a 2-tire. I will be confident in saying we will not be trying that again. I'm so sorry, Pink and TCT, for being our guinea pigs. But the last thing I gotta end it off with is S Rank and myself are back on top,
Okay,
baby.
okay, get out of here. You don't get to say that. And myself. All right, let's try to get someone who's probably really angry here. Let's try to get Avento up here. Avento, are you in the game or did you get kicked too?
I am in the game.
Where are you? Oh, I see you. I see you.
Just a warning, I might be a little bit mad.
It's okay, Avento. Yeah. Well, here, let's just start out with why are you angry, Avento?
Is there, bruh? Literally, first one of the first rules of my team, was like help your teammates, especially when they are in a battle for either the championship win or the cutoff. Blah blah blah. That was basically like one of the first rules because I didn't want some egotistical prick for to fuck the teammates and get a bad environment. So for I'm leaving if he says and blah 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 blah. However, I did not expect that one of the drivers that was going to be pissed at another was going to be me, because Lord and behold, the jackass in the 67 fucking did not bid. Okay, it's his strategy. He chooses blah blah blah. Then I go passing by. Okay, so what is in my mind? Okay, I'm his teammate. I'm his team boss. Let alone, at least some leniency. I'm like, below the cutoff, need some points, need a very good result. Bobbin coming out, pulling away, and what does he do? Fucking slows me down. Fucking genius from the number 67. Just guarantee that I do not recommend him to race next race, let alone this season. Because last week I told that if I do not go to the chase, then I'm going to be a man with nothing to lose. And I have nothing to lose. The only thing that I care is literally Bob winning the championship. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. Anything else? Fuck it. if you want to cause a beef with me, fuck it. I will go into hell with that fight. And yeah, disappointed in my driver. Don't care about him enough. You know, I try to care of him, but then just a lost cause at this point. At least in a team that he doesn't have teammates, he can do better. Unless if I'm there.
All right, for clarification, so Jackson is no longer gonna be on your team post this race, or because I saw that Alpha maybe said that he had to run
I
car one more
am
time.
keeping him until I can no more. Because when he will be here in the 67, it will be hell for him. And when he exits, it will be also hell. There is a lose-lose situation for him. And I couldn't give less of a fuck.
Art Evento. So what's gonna be the goal? What's gonna be the goal here for the rest of the season, for you? Is it gonna be trying to just, prove yourself, win everything again, or kind of just sit back and cause hell?
I'm gonna do both, actually. I'm gonna protect Bob. You know, I'll do everything to protect him. He's a driver. He's my driver. I can say that he has been a good teammate. I understand why he didn't want to help me because we're literally in the battle of die and live. I died, he lives for another day. So that's understandable. That's hard racing, and I totally support that. As for everyone else, I'm totally up for a fight. You know. Want to cost me? Fine, I'll do it. But I also want to be fast. Or if I won't, I might just, sort of some sneaky techniques for that.
Art Evento. Well, anything else to add on for the night?
Fucking shitty Jackson, bro. That's all I gotta say. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Evento. Oh, and there he goes. All right, that's, again, unfortunate story for Evento. Repeats itself once again. Just not able to make it. All right. I've gotten, I don't know, 3-4 pings from Krieger. Let's get him up here. Krieger, what do you want from me, huh? Where are you? Earth Krieger? Oh, there. Well, I see where all your cars are at.
Oh.
Hi, Krieger. So, what happened with you all race? Every time I look over at you, you were in the wall. So, what happened? What happened with you?
So, basically, what mainly happened. So I got told was just to fight it, because if I didn't race, I might have not made the chase at all. But so I had to completely battle lag the entire race. So that's why I was like really in the back the entire time and couldn't do much at all. But I was able to make it in near the end. But near the end of the race, the lag went away, and I'd have a lag spike here and there, and it wouldn't be as bad. Kind of got into it with Bede. He got completely punted. He got completely punted all because of Alpha telling me to back off. So when I backed off, I didn't have to brake. I was able just to fly through the corner, and Bede may or may not have washed up and got completely punted.
I mean, how could you tell? You were lagging, right?
During that, no. Hold on. During that, no. Because I was able to control the car. But near the end, I almost choked the entire position to him, all because of it started spiking again. But I really had to combat lag the entire race. That's what I got stuck with. Because if I didn't finish the race, I might have not made it, even with DNF points, because of Evento's finishing spot, which Jackson kind of took that away. I feel bad because this is his second season in a row where he's had to deal with this shit.
All right. Well, now that you are definitely locked into the chase. How are you feeling? Because now you can kind of relax a little bit. What's like your goals for this chase rest of the season?
I don't really have any hopes for the championship unless I somehow pull magic wins out of nowhere. But in all honesty, if I can just find a way to somehow, just somehow get like a top 3, I will be completely happy. Unless I pull like a Hail Mary run and somehow find my way to the front, which isn't really likely. But in all honesty, it is if I can just manage to pull something off, like I said, that top 5, I'll be completely fine with it.
Right. Coming up the Darlington next race. How are you feeling for Darlington?
So post race, gotta drive through. I'm fine with it because Darlington.
Okay.
I feel like Darlington isn't gonna be as hard to drive, and hopefully lag is fixed by then so I can race fine. But
Kind of hear some of it now.
yeah. Sorry, but I think it will be a good race, and I'm really hoping I can finally get that win I've been chasing and maybe a couple more. Cause I feel like I'll do better in the chase, cause I'm gonna try and get a little bit more practice in, especially because it matters a lot more.
All right. Well, anything else to add on for tonight, Krieger?
So I don't know who else want to see it, but like I said, I was battling lag, and I want to like kind of apologize for being a menace the entire night. But I really had to get my spot in the chase.
All right. Well, thank you, Krieger, and congrats on getting in. Move you back. That was Krieger. Let's go and let's get Bede. Bede made it in. Let's get. Oh, we don't ever interview Bede. Let's get Bede in here. Bede, are you in the game?
Oh yeah,
there you are. All right, Bede. Kind of a fight to stay into the championship. Sounds like you kind of ran into a car a couple of times and struggled with Krieger. Speaking of, what kind of was the deal between you and Krieger throughout today's race?
First it started with Dark. I could hear him on VC. He just kept complaining that he was wall riding, and then every time I would come up behind Krieger, I just couldn't pass him because all he was doing was just hitting the apron, going into the wall, and gaining speed. And then at the end, I was finally in front of him. I was chasing Blaze, but I couldn't use my pace. I couldn't use the line that I had speed in because he kept wall riding and wall tapping, and I knew if I entered in the second line, which is what I need to arc the corner, he's gonna send it in on the inside. So couldn't really do anything.
So, how did the race for you go overall, even with those kind of interruptions from Krieger?
It went pretty well. But I found the track very fun to drive, which is surprising because I don't really like short tracks most of the time, but this is one of the few short tracks that I like to run.
All right, now that with you, I think you're locked into the chase, but we got Darlington, Daytona, Road America. We got a mix of tracks coming up here in the chase. How confident are you in these last 8 races?
I think I feel confident. There's a road course in the chase, so hopefully I can get something good there. And Darlington, not my best track, but still excited to run it because I'm pretty excited to run the scheme that I made for it. I'm gonna reveal it probably later today.
All right. Well, anything else to add on for tonight, Bede?
I guess just looking forward to the chase.
All right. Well, thank you, Bede, and congrats on getting in to the chase. Put you back in. Oh, well, we'll put you back in. Don't skip you, Pink. All right, fine. Come in here, Pink. Get in here. Get in here. All right, Pink, where are you? Oh, I'm still on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going too quick here. Where are you, Pink?
Oh, where is T-Man going?
Oh, there you are. I see you. I see you. Hold on. All right, Pink. I mean, talk about what an up and down season you've had so far. beginning of this season, it was going to be a question whether you're going to make it into the chase or not. Then you came into this race 5th in the points, locked in, no question about it. And now you're going to move on. I think you're still 5th, maybe 4th in the chase, depending on where top is. I mean, how are you feeling?
Right, even talk about the chase. I just gotta talk about today, bro. It was going mid, and then Yummy decided to put me on a two-tire strategy. Felt horrible. Made it worse though. Got a caution. Just in the back of the pack. Izu lags. Chilling, right? I go up into the corner. I just get absolutely flat dog, bro. Killed. Murdered. Everything. Died. So I'm in the back. And then Izu lags again. Jumps out of his car.
Right.
None other than me. Hits him and dies again. So at that point, I'm just like, bro, get me out of here. I don't want to be in Iowa no more. So hit it with put on that last caution. Had fresh tires, made my way up to Vento and Jackson. Was able to pass them, pull away, get third. Second, didn't give me third at Indy, even though I got third. It's a screenshot of it, but whatever. I'll count it as a second, third place in a row. Yeah, excited for Darlington. Love that track. Hopefully, I can go back to back at that track. It's one of my favorites. It's my all-time favorite, actually. Been waiting for it all season. Coma finally didn't get robbed this time. Yummy, don't you ever put me on the two-tire strategy ever again. Good job to Krieger for, I guess, getting a good finish out of his lag. People are saying he was a menace this week. I'm not sure. Was he from your POV?
Was he what?
What did he look like? Was Krieger a menace from your POV?
Oh, I mean, I'm
his
surprised he
lag?
didn't get disqualified, but yeah.
Yeah, that answered my question. TCT, why'd you take 2 tires? Told you not to do it.
He took
Didn't listen to
2?
me.
He took 2 tires?
He took 2 and he didn't even take rights, he took left.
What?
That's what I'm
Clearance
saying.
strategy over here. All right. Well, I do have a question, Pink, about because last season you and Coma kind of worked together and kind of got Avento out of the chase. This time it was Jackson, and then you were kind of there as well, taking 3rd place away. I mean, what are your thoughts there for Jackson, Avento, and all that kind of drama going on?
Feel bad for Avento. I mean, it's just the equivalent of me at Rack not being able to get a championship for the 3rd season in a row, and he's gone 2 seasons in a row without getting in the chase because of his teammates. At this point, he just needs to be a one-man show like Lightning McQueen was. Just by all his team, he's a one-man show now. He'll be better off doing that,
All right. Pink.
honestly.
Well, anything else to add on for tonight?
Was the race good
I,
from your POV? How did you think the race?
I thought it was fine. It was very chaotic at the beginning, kind of confusing in the middle, and then pretty good finish there at the end. So I think it was a pretty good race all around.
Yeah, for Emirates next weekend.
I'll get to that. You're doing my job for me. Yeah, anything else to finish out tonight? Stop doing my job.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, thank you, Pink. And I got disconnected for being idle. All right, whatever. Okay, I see how it is, Roblox. Trying to make me look bad. All right, well, thank you all for watching. Hello? Sound? Oh, there we go. All right, thank you all for watching here at Iowa. Great race. It sucks for Avento that he was kind of screwed out of yet another chase spot. Well, that'll wrap it up for tonight. MRL will be next week. We will be streaming that. and AIRL Darlington will also be next week. So congratulations, Tacoma, ending the winless streak. Congratulations to everyone that got into the chase. Krieger, Pink, well, Pink was already in. Bede, and Saints. And, again, we are sorry for Aventa missing out yet again on another season spot. But that'll wrap it up for tonight. MRL will be Saturday night at 8, and AR will be on Sunday. Again, that'll wrap it up for me. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, have a good day or night. I don't know. I'm good at my job.